Pelosi confronted about congressional insider trading.
Has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he's received?
What are you saying?
It's so funny. She's like, I think we should be able to participate.
Because this is a free market and we are a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
Participate? You're dominating. You do better than Warren Buffett.
Democrats, on the other hand, are refusing to break up with their geriatric leadership. President Biden reportedly called Nancy Pelosi and asked her to stick around after rumors that the 82-year-old is going to retire.
When hypocrisy needed a spokesperson, Nancy Pelosi grabbed the mic, and Joe Rogan and Greg Gutfeld grabbed the flamethrowers. What followed wasn't just a roast. It was a full-blown political exorcism. They dismantled her contradictions, shredded her speeches, and turned her legacy into a punchline without a setup. From performative outrage to luxury ice cream photo ops during a crisis, this exposure peels back every polished layer until only chaos remains. Pelosi never saw the demolition coming.
I want it becoming a big, important thing that people are talking about.
Yeah.
Where people start, excuse me, where people start looking at it and say, oh, well, how much money have you made?
Yeah.
Like, why are you worth $200 million? That's crazy. You make $200,000 a year. You're worth $200 million. Like, what's going on? And you look at, like, Paul Pelosi's stock, like, what his record is. He's better than Warren Buffett and George Soros, who are like wizards.
Yeah, exactly.
Those guys are the best. And he's better than them.
Yep.
But it's 100% insider trading.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Nancy Pelosi snapped at a reporter asking her about Biden dropping out, and she said, "Am I speaking English to you?" The last time Nancy snapped like that was when they forgot to properly fasten her.
A wine glass throws a rave, fragile, bewildered, and completely offbeat. Joe Rogan didn't just laugh her out of the room. He steamrolled her legacy like it was an expired vegan protein bar. Meanwhile, Greg Gutfeld casually turned her political career into a piñata of flailing gestures and disconnected thoughts. All the while, America stood by, quietly wondering if Botox also numbs basic cognitive functions.
Like, there was one recently that we're talking about Nancy Pelosi and the amount of money she invested in Tesla right before Biden signed this EV bill, electric vehicle bill. It's like 1.2 million. Find out if that's true. It was like
they should all have to put their money in trusts while they're in office that are done in fucking mutual funds, index funds, things that are auto-generated buying and not individual stock.
New York's congressional run has turned into a reality show, held together by pearl necklaces and an unshakable refusal to take responsibility. Watching her stance on any policy is like watching someone play Twister blindfolded on a treadmill. And every time she opens her mouth to pretend she's standing up for the average American from somewhere in San Francisco, a tech bro spills his $17 matcha and blames capitalism. Meanwhile, Nancy cashes another insider stock check like it's part of her daily workout routine.
Like Nancy, caught at a hair salon Monday, despite laws keeping them closed for the public. This is the same Nancy who said this.
The White House, by bringing all those people there, no mask, no distancing, and the rest. He slapped science right in the face. And what a bad example that was.
What a bad example. She should know.
Joe Rogan spends more time in sensory tanks than Pelosi does, acknowledging her district. Yet he sees her hypocrisy more clearly than she reads. A bill preaching equality in a suit worth a payroll. Her version of unity is hot yoga with cats and dogs. Loud, chaotic, and someone's always crying.
100% both sides, too, which is so important. Because everybody wants to point to Pelosi, and Pelosi made a lot of money for sure. Yeah. But it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
Yeah. We do I don't handle any of our finances because I'm not smart enough. But we do have a fund that tracks Pelosi, right? There's a Pelosi tracker fund. And it's done very well, right? It's done very well.
Greg Gutfeld gave a masterclass in roasting, dragging Pelosi's career like it was an archaeological dig. From smug moral sermons to synthetic smile TED Talks delivered like glitchy AI. He documented every moment she lost touch with reality. Her speeches, mad libs by an intern with a thesaurus and zero understanding of economics.
Citing security concerns during the shutdown, Nancy Pelosi has asked Donald Trump to give his State of the Union in writing. Trump's response? Canceling her trip to Brussels right before takeoff. It's hilarious. In the letter, he said he was sorry to inform her that he's canceling the trip. No, he wasn't sorry, not at all. He basically stole her lunch money and then he ate her lunch. Still, Trump should accept her offer and send the address in writing. A sheet with just 2 words, bye-bye.
Pelosi pitched trillion-dollar spending like Monopoly night with donors. Her budgeting, a drunk magician, act money vanishes, no one knows how. Rogan shredded her logic so hard it needed subtitles, snapping her fantasy talk back to earth. NY governance. Less policy, more Harry Potter fanfiction. Gutfeld tore apart. Pelosi's hypocrisy, preaching climate change while flying private and flip.
But not as viral post claims. Okay, so it's bullshit. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi purchased $1.25 million in stock from the electric vehicle company Tesla. A day later, on January 25th, President Joe Biden signed an executive order requiring all federal vehicles to be excuse me. A day later, after she buys $1.25 million in stock on Tesla, Biden signs an executive order requiring all federal vehicles to be
flopping on masks. Rogan called out her confusing health stance, saying leadership shouldn't need a 12-person panel. Pelosi's crisis moves more like a confusing interpretive dance. Gutfeld roasted Pelosi for posing with ice cream while cities burned. Rogan turned her.
Well, Nancy, she announced today she won't seek a leadership post. She said she'll also show her willingness to compromise by bathing in the blood of 15 virgins instead of her usual 20. I wonder what Joe's got to say about this.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna miss Nancy.
Empty speeches into comedy. Her investing in the future means funneling cash to shady family-run charities. Pelosi safeguards democracy by silencing dissent and ignoring crimes, real issues. Rogan says she avoids accountability. Like a haunted house. Her
Pelosi defend insider trading.
I was just about to ask.
What'd you say? I don't know, guys. I'm doing great at it. You guys should try
it. A bunch of people
like
were freaking out about it. I think it was Crystal and Sagar. We're doing. I didn't watch it, but I did see the headline that she apparently.
Oh, it's incredible! You have to watch it. It's like
she's
when
just bypassing all the laws to make hella cash.
She looks so guilty. It's like when they tell Robert Durst that they know that he did it, and he like starts burping and shit.
Politics serve elites, not everyday people. Her impeachment hearings, a flop nobody stayed to watch. Rogan called Pelosi's impeachment political cosplay, all drama, no results. Gutfeld laughed her off stage, saying she led a circus, even elephants want gone. On the campaign trail, she talks about youth like grandma, explaining
This amazing new research suggesting the universe is more than twice as old as previously believed. Yep, just like those high school kids at the border. That was some red meat right off the bat. But it's 26.7 billion years old instead of 13.8. It only looked 13.8 billion thanks to balance of nature. It's delicious. But do you know how they figured this out? They cut open one of Nancy Pelosi's kidneys and counted the rings.
Talk. Gutfeld slammed Pelosi's never-ending farewell tours. She returns, polished but clueless, wrapped in delusion. Rogan said she sparks memes, not trust. The nation waits for her final curtain call. Rogan and Gutfeld remind America, Pelosi's contradictions always come with a punchline. Her farewell isn't a goodbye, just a glitchy reboot with new tunes and recycled lines. She drifts through interviews like a boring documentary.
That's why she gave such a simplistic answer. She's giving this like very simplistic, almost vague answer. Because should you be allowed to participate in the stock market when you're influencing the direction of the stock, or when you know which direction something's going to go in, or when you're going to pass a law that's going to benefit these businesses that's going to force the stock to go up, and you know that, so you invest a shit ton of money before it happens. That seems like
no one else is allowed to do it.
full of big words that fall flat. Her legacy? Scribbled in vanishing ink on a lobbyist's cocktail napkin. Rogan says people tune out Pelosi not from exhaustion, but survival. Her speeches are like waterboarding you with cliches. Gutfeld calls her a costly, outdated.
Warren Buffett.
Has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he received from you?
No, absolutely not. Okay, thank you.
Why are these suspicious transactions where you buy a bunch of stock and then a week later pass a bill, makes the stock go through the roof? Like, this is insane. How did you know to buy that stock? Here it goes.
Has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he received?
Political keepsake. The gavel only in nightmares while the audience moves on. Pelosi's era feels like spam, relentless, unwanted, and always selling something. Just when you think she'll fade, she returns with more contradictions. The curtain never closes.